talking about it versus email anyway.
Totally. I agree. Okie dokie. We're coming back. When these rooms all close then, Trish, I'm going to go in and get them down to 2 and change the names. Welcome back. Good to see everybody. I miss faces. I miss seeing people.
So welcome back. I hope that you were able to have a little bit more time in your breakout as opposed to doing a couple short ones. If I could get 1 or 2 people to give me an example from your breakout of how you're identifying classroom practices to support your teachers with, and any examples that you have found to be helpful. And you don't have to type in chat since that takes a while. You could take yourself off mute and just put your voice in the room, and then we will talk about coaching and next steps and then head into TA.
I can share. In our group, we just sort of discussed in our district, I think teachers, and this has been the same sentiments, right, that have been shared all afternoon, but teachers just feel really overwhelmed. There's a million things going on. We're navigating all the new tech. And so our district leadership team has just tried to be really intentional about aligning everything that we're doing, right, and kind of building it into this PBIS framework. And so I talked about using those SEL signature practices, thinking about the SEL competencies, the PSYOP strategies, how the PBIS classroom practices are trauma informed, and then we're talking about culturally responsive practice. So kind of just like marrying them all together and showing how it all really boils down to the same things, right? Creating a safe, supportive environment for students. And when you approach it like that, I think it kind of relieves a little bit of the more ask of the teachers and kind of gives them reassurance that they're doing some really great work.
Thank you, Allison, so much for sharing. I know, Missy, you and Bensonville have been doing some of that same work, right? Showing how all these things kind of marry together.
Yeah, that's been a big focus of mine, is showing how everything works through the PBIS framework. So it's not like, oh, we have to do PBIS and trauma-informed and restorative practices.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, guys, for sharing. So thinking about how you're coaching and supporting teachers, just that reminder that whether we're hybrid or remote, we still, for the most part, have staff meetings, right? We still have our own, whether we're in person or not, we have staff meetings or grade level meetings or those team meetings. Some of you said that one of the things that you're celebrating is your tier 2 team and how they've been meeting and working together. Thinking through, Beth and others, that constant refrain from us today of staff wellness, taking care of self, thinking about holding wellness check-ins with staff or a virtual staff lounge during lunch where you guys can still connect even when you're not in person, because even if you're in the building, people are trying to, for the most part, kind of stay socially distant, right? And so what are the different ways that you can continue to support the adults in your building through some of these different meeting times and spaces? So we're going to do the wrap up of this before we leave to go to technical assistance, because we will leave from our technical assistance sessions. So just a reminder that our virtual trainings are already posted. I think when we were in staff meeting this morning, Alana said through May, she's been plugging away, getting those posted. So if there are sessions that would benefit you as a coach or teams or your PLCs, please check out our website, because those registrations are actually posted. It was previously posted through December, but Alana has been, now that forum is over, she's been a busy beaver posting all the way through May. So additional, I know Diane was talking about her and Brian are holding restorative practices training, and there's some other really amazing trainings coming up that might help support you and or your teachers. please, 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 as we continue to develop supports for you, it would be super helpful for us for you to take, and Diane, if you wouldn't mind dropping this form link in the chat. We
I did.
continue. Look at you.
Oh, no, wait, now wait a minute. I have to maybe take that back because I put the exit ticket in there. This is different. So never the mind.
But we're going to
I
ask you to
will.
look at both of them. So this is just for us. We have training available. It's posted through May, but as you continue to give us feedback on what you and your staff need, we're trying to adjust our training plan to that. So if you would take a moment to give us feedback, if you haven't yet, on training topics that would help improve your practices with your adult learners. And then just the reminder, December coming up is that family engagement, in person and remote. A lot of you have mentioned that engaging with families in this very different way has made an already difficult task that much more difficult. So we're going to be meeting and discussing with you, how do we engage families in person and remotely? And we will use those topics that you give us in the form that Diane has now shared in chat to guide our planning for our Coaches Network meetings after winter break. Don't forget to register for upcoming sessions on the Coaches Network meeting page. Don't forget, you can also either contact us via our names, Tricia.Schroed at Midwest PBIS, Diane Lemaster, or support at Midwest. And
Okay,
then here's oh, sorry.
I'm sorry. I tried to copy and paste from the PowerPoint slide and it would not let me. So please get the PowerPoint, you guys, and fill that out, the one I can't. This is the exit ticket. I tried to copy and paste and for some reason it was not allowing me to paste. So it's on the slide, it's on that slide. So we would really appreciate it. If everybody gets these slides, they're going to be posted on our website, and they are right now under the coaches tab, under Coaches Network meeting. So you can pull down all these slides and then go into that one particular slide to complete that. So I don't know why that was doing that, but and
if you pull down that PowerPoint slide, the Midwest PBIS classroom practices page is linked, as well as the classroom observation tools, which I also linked within the slide. So it is now 3:18. And this gives us about 40 minutes by the time we get into our rooms. Many of you have already renamed yourself. Thank you very much. Room 1 will be Tier 1 classroom practices. We're just going to be sharing resources and support for how we're implementing classroom practices. And then room 2 will be with the great Diane Lemaster, and she's going to be helping us think through check in, check out in Sage. And we hope you'll be sharing as well the resources that you have available. Diane is going to do this handy dandy new trick where you're able to self-select into either the classroom practices or the check-in, check-out room, fingers crossed. But we had you rename because if you have trouble self-selecting, we should be able to push you into those rooms. So I'm going to.
So rooms are defined, and you guys should be able to select your room and go in there now. I'm going to open the rooms now. So you should be able to select your own room. I recreated 2 rooms and said, go ahead.